You stole my article.
I wouldn't do that.
I wrote up the case where we induced hypothermic cardiac arrest in the terminal cancer girl.
I wrote my own. I didn't steal yours.
You knew I was writing one. You gave me notes.
Got a case. It can wait. You two finish. $5 if someone loses an eye. Fine. You're only putting off the inevitable. 25-year-old female hasn't slept for 10 days.
I assume the ER tried giving her some sedatives. We should up the dosage.
Sedation isn't the same as sleep.
Thanks for your insight. For someone who hasn't slept in 10 days, sedation is a great start.
Sleep is an active process. Reboots the system, restores the brain. Sedatives don't...
The brain is being stressed. We need to relieve that. You've had my article on your desk for the last 4 months.
I'm a very slow reader. No fever, no white count means no infection.
Schizophrenia?
No delusions.
You read his.
Signed it, didn't read it. Aside from the sleeping pills, talk screen was clean. No cocaine, methamphetamines, or diet pills.
Only medications she's had recently are steroids for poison ivy and ibuprofen for a knee she hurt skiing.
Nothing that would cause sleep disturbances. When did you get his article?
Like 3 weeks ago.
Was this just one of your experiments? You just wanted to see how I'd react to being screwed over by Foreman?
Nice idea, but no. This was just good old-fashioned laziness. Gotta hand it to Foreman, though. He knew that you're a suck-up, and I don't give a crap. He successfully exploited us both.
Right. We're both victims. Simple heads up, that's all I needed. Maybe between your incredibly witty remarks about anal sex and Cuddy's breasts, you could have tipped me off.
Yeah, and I'd have Foreman pissed at me. And as annoying as you could be, at least I know you're not gonna pop a cap in my ass. Witty, huh? You, on the other hand, continue to be flabbergasted every time someone actually acts like a human being. Foreman did what he did because it worked out best that way for him. That's what everyone does.
That is not the definition of being human. It's the definition of being an ass.
Take it you've seen that?
Seen it, digested it, watched it blow up my entire department.
You read Cameron's version?
Didn't read either.
It was good.
Better than Foreman's?
Maybe. He was more analytical about the diagnostic procedures. She concentrated more on the ethical dilemmas of informed consent, how any patient can really be informed without a medical degree.
Same old party lines.
Foreman should have told her.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
If you allow this sort of thing in your department, you're basically saying it's okay.
No, I'm saying that I don't care what they do as long as my life isn't interrupted by pointless conversations like this one.
They won't trust each other and they won't trust you.
They shouldn't.
Deception like this is just one step removed from actively sabotaging one another. Then what would you do?
I could be the kindest, gentlest boss in the world, and Foreman would still have done what he did because that's who he is. We can only hope that Cameron has learned something.
Right. Because you're all about the teaching.
Our children are the future.
She got a major dose of heparin to thin her blood for the procedure. Could have induced thrombocytopenia.
That's unlikely. The charcoal would have absorbed a lot of the heparin. She's been anemic. Could be a primary blood disorder.
Or we never cured the infection.
Are you saying she never had rise? You just put that little girl through excruciating pain.
The pain wasn't House's fault. Even if the clot was a reaction to what we gave her, we still had to...
I don't need you to cover my ass. What I need is my Vicodin.
2 pills every 6 hours, like I'm on an allowance.
She's giving the cop leverage over medical decisions. What the hell? Why don't we get a plumber in here? Ask his opinion. Hey, Cuddy, you know any rodeo clowns who can weigh in?
Where the hell is she?
Look at her arm.
I told you it was an infection.
We fixed the infection.
Well, apparently not. I asked you for broad spectrum. You put her on the bare minimum. It's a good thing you failed to become a mom because you suck at it.
House! Got to stop the surgery. She doesn't have necrotizing fasciitis.
Oh, good.
She's got erythropoietic protoporphyria. She's allergic to light. It's genetic. Either parent could have carried it.
I know what it is. infection fits better.
She gets worse every time she goes under surgical lights. Dad takes her outside.
Liver shot, too. She swallow a flashlight?
Stop the surgery.
Get the hell out of my way.
No, I'm... Light damages the blood cells. The damaged blood cells contain protoporphyrin. The protoporphyrin builds up in the liver. That's why the liver's shutting down.
Sorry it took me so long to get down here. I'm Dr. Wilson. I guess Dr. Stein's gone. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to him when we're done.
Dr. Stein said they're probably calcium deposits.
Well, with your medical history, you don't want to take any chances. I can't seem to put on my gloves today. It's weird. Okay. Well, that's fine. One's enough. Well, let's have a look.
You sure talk fast.
This is nothing. You just see me when we're busy. I just winked at you. I've never winked at a patient in my life. I have no idea. I am so sorry. I have no idea what I was thinking.
It's okay.
No, it's not. I was hitting on you. I mean, I wasn't consciously hitting on you, but what else could you think?
That you were being reassuring?
Yeah, that would make sense. On the other hand, I feel like my heart's gonna explode.
Are you okay?
I feel a little sweaty. Am I sweating?
Yeah. Is something wrong?
I can't. I put on gloves to do a breast exam. Perfect. Sorry. It's 185. 185. 185. Excuse me, I have to go kill someone. You dosed me.
Yes, I did. But only because you didn't trust me. Your best friend.
You could have killed me.
Amphetamines aren't gonna kill you.
You don't know my medical history. I could have... You could have given me a heart attack.
A heart attack is not gonna kill you. You were in a hospital. Aha! You yawned.
Uh-huh. You tried to kill me.
I put you on uppers, and you still yawned. Means it's a symptom of being a big fat liar. Yawning is a side effect of some antidepressants, apparently the ones you're on.
I'm not on antidepressants. I'm on speed.
That means it's a symptom of a cerebral tumor. You got 6 weeks to live. Mr. Well-Adjusted is as messed up as the rest of us. Well, why would you keep that a secret? Are you ashamed of recognizing how pathetic your life is?
It's not a secret. House, it's personal.
How long has it been personal?
It's personal.
Yawning's recent, so either you just started or you changed prescription.
This is why I take them.
They're antidepressants, not anti-annoyances. You'd think this would naturally come up in conversation with...
Oh, don't act hurt. You don't care.
One of those occasions when you're pompously lecturing me on what to do to fix my life.
You wouldn't take them. You'd rather OD on Vicodin or stick electrodes in your head because you could say you did it to get high. The only reason to take antidepressants is because you're depressed. You have to admit that you're depressed.
Gimme.
Are you going to admit that...
Nope. I'm going to prove that I'm not depressed.
Well, I can't give you my prescription. You've got to meet with a psychiatrist. You need a whole workup. Give me a Vicodin so I don't stroke.
I wouldn't drink that. I like hurt, and I...
There's no distorted perspective in any of his other recent works.
Not much talent either.
So the symptom just came on. Acute onset visual agnosia points to a stroke or brain tumor.
MRI revealed no stroke or brain tumors.
Do another with contrast.
If he's like the other struggling artists I've known, he's also into drugs. We should... What are you looking at?
Apparently a moron. One, ER routinely tests for drugs. If it was positive, we wouldn't be looking at this file. Two, who pays 12% interest on a car loan?
How did you... Did you run a credit check on me?
No, that would be illegal. Interestingly enough, paying someone to run it for me, though... What? It's part of my job.
Your job is to diagnose patients.
Which I do with the team. How am I supposed to know how best to utilize that team if I don't know everything about them?
say that Van Gogh turns out to have neurosyphilis, and our last vial of penicillin is in a storeroom at the end of a 20-mile hallway with a 2-foot-high ceiling.
You've discovered that one of us has been hiding the ability to stretch or shrink themselves?
No. I would never out someone's superpowers. This, on the other hand...
You crawled 20 miles?
My name's in the Guinness Book.
I'll bet that really impresses the babes.
I didn't do it to get the babes.
No, that would cheapen the purity of your achievement.
Sorry to interrupt, but we have a patient with a probable brain tumor.
Who needs an MRI with contrast? We've established that. What do you got on Taub?
I got nothing on Taub.
Could also be environmental. We should check his studio for toxins, mold, fungus.
Taub's wife, on the other hand.
House. That's enough.
Dad's right. This is no time for gossip. The patient desperately needs our help. Check his head and his house.
Can't Lucas?
Nope. He's very busy.
You were right about the dialysis. He made it through the night without any more seizures or visual symptoms.
And I am going to be just as right after breakfast up at my office. The only difference is I'm going to be right in front of other people, which means you're not here to talk about the medicine.
You can screw with me all you want at work, but stay out of my personal life.
What did she say?
Did you just hear what I said?
I heard the part about you can screw with me at work all you want. You want my advice?
Of course not.
Good, 'cause I have no idea what you should do. I only know what you're going to do.
I said I didn't want your advice.
I said this is not advice. You are going to forgive her for opening that account, and you're going to confess everything you've done, and you're going to beg her to forgive you.
What purpose could that possibly serve?
None. Which is why I'm not saying you should, but you will.
What's your end game?
Where are you?
At the track.
It's like 6 miles away. How cool are these things?
I feel like an idiot. I'm not giving you any more of my stuff.
You have those night vision goggles?
No.
You're lying.
You like making him miserable. You like driving people away from you.
He deserved to know the truth.
There was no truth until you dug it up.
You do know that stuff exists, even you can't see it, right?
It was a truth that mattered to him and a truth that mattered to her. Why did it matter to you?
First of all, stop saying a truth. There is only one truth.
That may be true for you.
Miserable people save more lives. If your life has meaning, your job doesn't have to have meaning. Screw-ups are more palatable if you have someone's arms to go crying.
That makes sense.
Usually I have more of a fight on that one.
So why are you making Taub miserable?
I just said.
He left his last job to save his marriage. If his marriage falls apart, do you think he'll be working harder for you? Or do you think he won't be working for you at all?
Freedom Master, think you could help me out?
You need help? Of course, that's what I do.
Great. Could you move the piano for me? 500 pounds, it's not too much, is it?
Was there something trapped underneath, or?
No, I just want to move it away from the window.
I'm sorry, my powers aren't
Just
for frivolous.
one quick lift.
Why are you doing that?
House, it's none of your business.
Just curious. As a doctor, what are you doing?
Either he is Freedom Master and he shouldn't be here, or else he's suffering from a serious and dangerous delusion that he needs to deal with.
So, legit medical reasons. Just trying to break the guy because he's a little different.
He's not different, he's delusional. Can you help me out?
What is she looking at?
You're not a superhero, Stephen. You're just a regular
save her.
person. That's okay. We're all just regular people. It's what we do.
They
with that
stole her
power.
voice box. They have it in there. That's what she's staring at. That's what she's staring at. She's always staring
Your
in there.
wife
because-
is dead.
Good can defeat evil.
Not every time. Evil people killed a lot of good people that day. You couldn't save her. No one could save her.
It's in there. Her voice is in there. Her voice is in there.
Hill Gray.
Her voice is in there.
I'm not allowed to get angry. They screwed him up.
And for the record,
I am 2 privilege levels above Susan. I got the same depression scale score.
Every patient is different. It's not about scores and levels and...
Happiness is happiness. The test is the test. Coping is coping.
And you think you're...
Absolutely. I need to address some deeper issues, which I can do on an outpatient basis. 3 hours a week? And that's just my opening offer. If you want to counter, I'll likely fold.
No.
No is not an argument. You trying to frustrate me?
No.
No again? I can cope. I'm coping. In fact, I'm coping better than you think. I've not been taking my meds. Not one. And yet, I still scored high functioning in your depression test.
So your proof of your well-being is that you lied?
Manipulated. My proof is that I can fool the test. I can fool you, which means I am high functioning. I am sane, rational, capable. I should not be here.
These are your pills from today?
I'm not gonna take it. I'll just cheek it again.
Lick it.
You want me to lick your hand?
I washed.
It's sugar.
Your test results were improving too regularly and too quickly. I was concerned that you weren't taking your pills, that it was all an act. So I switched you to a placebo to see if your improvements would continue. Your psych test told me nothing, but your urine tests told me you were faking. You need to stop fighting the system. You need to let me do my job.
You can do this. If you hold my hand, I can do it too. Down, Freedom Master. Scaring the good citizens.
That was the coolest moment of my life.
It was fun. You can repay me by telling Nolan he's an idiot.
Smell that fresh air and the warmth of your yellow sun.
We do enjoy it. Careful of the traffic. Don't go damaging any fenders. Hey! Hey! Come on, get down. Please don't cry for help. There's no cat in a tree.
Thank you, Greg.
He's lucky to be alive. He's got a lacerated spleen, rotational pelvic fracture, compound break of the femur and humerus. Everything in your life has been about finding the truth. But suddenly, with this guy, you decide to reinforce a sick man's delusions. You just want to take a swing at me. You don't care about getting out. You don't care about him. You don't even care about the truth. You don't care about anything else. I'm transferring you to Winslow Psychiatric. You'll have better luck pulling the wool over their eyes. I'm done.
Don't. I need help.
Pretzel? Those are going to show up on my credit card. It's $7 a bag. There's an all-you-can-eat buffet downstairs.
Studies show that $10 wine
tastes better if you're told that it costs $90. Sure, the same thing must be true of grape soda. Have one. You could toast your pending unemployment.
Yes, you can sit here running up my hotel bill, or you can go get the woman of your dreams.
I didn't know Angela Merkel was attending the conference.
I just spoke with Cuddy. She doesn't think you're reliable, and you will remain friend-zoned until that changes.
I can't convince her that I've changed my entire personality in a weekend.
Yeah, but you could make the first step.
What does she need?
Today, a babysitter. What are you thinking about?
Fjords.
You see, seriously, I know this is out of your comfort zone, but don't scheme. Don't. Just do the deed.
You tell me that I've got to show her I've changed, and yet you act like you don't believe I can. I can't convince my best friend.
I'm sorry, and I didn't mean. I didn't mean. You drugged me. She's better off without you.
Words can hurt, you know. I need a favor. I want to add my fiance's name to my health insurance a few days early. She wants to get a tooth cap before the big day.
I'm not signing this.
I agree. I think she looks beautiful the way she is. Hold on, wait. You're not signing that for moral reasons? You're declaring yourself the sole arbiter of true love? Because you covered Taub's wife for years.
It's fraud.
Vojdi, moja malishka! She wanted me to bribe you like they do back in the old country. Tell her what I said.
This is America, the land of the home and the free of the braves.
Yeah, I just get teary-eyed every time I hear her say that. She brought you a gift.
Almond Coolidge. I make with own hands. It's delicious.
Almond Coolidge? How do you say no to that?
You realize if I do sign this and you don't get legally married, you'll lose your insurance with our carrier.
Yes.
Fine. It's your life. I wish you both the best with it.
Thank you.
North, Miss Tessmacher.
They say true love doesn't exist anymore. Maybe never did. So, without further ado, do you, Dominika Petrova, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
And do you, Gregory House, take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Yep.
Then by the power vested in me by the state of New Jersey, just for today, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. Those of you with cameras, please feel free to provide legal documentation.
It's okay. I'm just angry at myself. Promised I wouldn't let this get to me. And it got to me.
Just say the word and we will climb out that window right now.
I wouldn't give House the satisfaction.
You see? Things are getting back to normal.
Yeah. Normal.
Want me to come?
You think I'm gonna get in trouble? Delivering a hairbrush.
What just happened?
Get out.
What just happened?
Get out.
House, what are you mad about? Just let it out. You'll feel better.
You're right. I feel much better.
What are you doing?
Comforting my husband after a bad day. If this is not what you want, I go back to making dinner.
I'm not gonna answer that.
Oh, smart man. This is killing mood. U.S. citizenship.
I'll get it.
This is Mrs. House. Please give good news so my husband and I can go back to sex. Budmo! It's fantastic! How many notices you sent me? Oh, okay, I come pick up naturalization certificate. Thank you for calling.
I'm sorry.
Blood vessels are non-reactive. It's not a migraine.
I'm not feeling so great. How much longer?
Finishing up.
Thank you, Dr. Adams.
It looks like the ceiling might...
What are you doing back here?
We got a case. I assume the status is patient's getting worse. You guys are confused.
You think actually showing up for work is enough to make up for ruining an MRI, endangering the patient, injuring us?
I got an airtight alibi that I'm working on.
This isn't about the damage. You're back because something's going on with Wilson.
I'm done with Wilson.
What does that mean, you're done with Wilson? If he's not dead, you're not done with Wilson.
I suddenly think you're gonna make a difference.
You can't just abandon him.
It's in his hands now. You here to yell at me or give me hockey tickets?
Had to delay the surgery because our patient drank ammonia from the janitor's cart. I guess he didn't want to live without his brother's voice. Where are you going?
Can't wait to die? Here, let me help.
Hey, House! Hey! House!
See? You want to live.
He did something stupid. He's not gonna do it again.
You're resisting me because it's our human responsibility to stay alive!
Stay your point, House! Stop! You spent your whole life looking for the truth, but sometimes the truth just sucks.